Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk2, and in today's video we're covering Overwatch 2 with the update for Season 3. Now, Season 3 has not gone live just yet. It'll be live in about 2 hours from the time I'm recording this video right here, 12/12. But I wanted to talk about it today because there is so much stuff that we are getting for this update, and it doesn't even include a new hero, which I'm fine with. I've been wanting to make a video about that, but I don't necessarily need a new hero every season. I'm not desperate for that. I feel like the game might get a little bit too chaotic if they were to do it that frequent. So the fact that we're getting 3 heroes a year instead of like maybe 2 or 1 is kind of shocking to me because I wouldn't necessarily mind 2 heroes a year. Regardless though, Season 3, this is our big event. When people say, oh, the events aren't like they used to anymore, this is our event. Every time there's a new season, that's our event, okay? New battle pass, new item shop cosmetics, new things to look forward to. There is a lot. So let's go over it. Also, by the way, I do have my game up here just in case I need to refer to anything in the game. I do have it there just in case. Okay. So let's see here. A new patch will be going live on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch on Tuesday, February 7th. And yeah, drop into Season 3 to explore the depths of the coolest new control map, Antarctic Peninsula. Compete in limited time game events such as Ultimate Valentine. Customize your heroes with new skins and cosmetics from the Battle Pass and weekly shop drops. Now earn credits in the Battle Pass, thank you, that can be redeemed for over 250 cosmetics from the original Overwatch. That doesn't include me, by the way, because I already own everything, so that does kind of suck that this has nothing to do with me, though. Not saying that as like a selfish thing, but like for people that collect the cosmetics in this game, this really doesn't really affect you. This just affects like the majority, which is good. And go premium to get exclusive rewards such as Mythic. I'm not going to try pronouncing this, but there's a new Mythic Kiriko skin. So we do have a new map. So it's new hero, new map, new hero, new map. That's how I think they're planning this with like the battle passes and stuff. So we have a new map. It says journey across the frozen Antarctic Peninsula. Discover the abandoned station where the Overwatch Eco Point team once searched for the source of a dangerous anomaly threatening the world and explore the wreckage of the icebreaker ship that failed to rescue Meeling Zo. My pronunciations are so bad. I'm so sorry. I've seen the map. It looks like cold storage from Halo 3. Not a bad thing, by the way. I think that's actually pretty cool. Players can now activate streamer protect options in game settings. These options will provide players with ways to hide identifying information when live streaming matches. This is good. I'm happy that we have something like this, but I already saw like Neandra's tweet about it. Because her name starts with an N and ends with an A, and it just censors everything in the middle. Yeah, it looks kind of ridiculous. I think they need to tweak this a bit more, but still, this is a good start. We didn't even have this in Overwatch 1 for 6 years, so this is really cool that we have it now. General updates, improved subtitles options, text scalability, character portrait icons, speaker name, text color, background color, and subtitle preview in the options menu. This is huge. Like, just customizing your own, like, everything with the game. Like, that's such a cool little idea. We already had that with, like, crosshairs. So it's cool that we now have something like this just to customize all this now. So I'll be trying this out today, obviously. Added mouse cursor size setting for PC. Sure, if you're playing on a bigger monitor, it's hard to see the mouse sometimes, I agree. Added setting to select custom colors for group and alert icons in the UI. Preview feature added to preview custom colors in the accessibility options. All this very cool. Challenges. Added challenges to unlock silhouette player icons for all heroes. So in case you do not know what this is, I actually, excuse me, I did point this out before. But we have these icons here that we had no idea what you had to do to get them. These right here. All you need to do is get 15 wins with each of these characters to get their silhouette. That seems a little, I don't want to say it's not too easy. Like, you actually do have to like play all the characters to get them all, which is cool. I'm happy that we have that. I don't know if that like carries over in general, because I think I would have about 15 wins with every character at this point, besides Sojourn, because I do not like playing Sojourn. I can't get a grasp of that character. But if that's the case that we have to work with, like, I don't know when the wins start. Like, do they start as soon as the update goes live? So you have to get 15 wins with Ana again, 15 wins with Moira again? Like, is that what it's entailing here? I do not know, but I'm just happy that we can get those icons. It's now something else I can grind for. I'm someone that really likes getting everything in the game. I'm a collector. So for that, I'm excited that we actually have something else to grind for. So even if it's just icons, I still like it. Added tracking for each of the roles for the weekly role mastery challenge. Oh my goodness. Thank God they did this. If you don't know what this is, I'm sure you do, but there was a thing, I don't know if it'll show here. Win 3 games as each of the 3 roles in quick player comp. The amount of times I would see 2 out of 3 and not know which role I didn't get the 3 wins in was maddening. So I'm very happy that it's now going to be tracked so you can see, oh, I have 3 tank wins and I have 2 DPS wins. Now I know I only need 3 healer wins. Thank you. Thank you. Like, they made it harder for everyone for no reason, even though I don't think that wasn't their intention. I just think that was what ended up happening. I actually had to make a notepad to write down whenever I got a win on a specific role just so I knew, but luckily I won't have to do that anymore. Added Ramatra unlock challenges, because obviously you're going to have to unlock them now if you didn't buy them. Partial progress through the Season 3 Battle Pass is now carried over to the Wins for Ramatra challenge. Okay, partial progress through the Season 3 Battle Pass is now carried over. Interesting. Endorsements. Players can now endorse the opposing team. That's nice. Happy that we actually have that. All players can now be endorsed in free-for-all game modes. This is good too. Game report. Players can view scoreboards from previous matches within the View Game Reports menu found in the History tab of the career profile. This is huge. This is nice. Thank you. Mystery Heroes changes. You guys know this. I would assume you know this. I hate Mystery Heroes, and one of the titles I'm going for is the Shapeshifter. I have 36 wins, but now it looks like it's not going to be as painful as it was before. Mystery Heroes now limits each team to a maximum of 3 of each role. For example, if you are a Reinhardt in Mystery Heroes, your team also may include a Mercy, Ana, and a Lucio. When you die, you cannot respawn as a support hero because there are already 3 support heroes on your team. You will either be respawned as a damage or a tank hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The amount of times I would have 5 tanks on the enemy team or 4 tanks and a healer, and we would just flat out lose because there was no way we were winning against that. This is huge. So thank you for this. Thank you. I was also wondering here too, I don't know if there's any information about this out there, but I do feel like you don't get healer as often because, I mean, let's be honest here. If we take a look here at the heroes, healer is the least amount, right? We have the least amount of healers compared to tanks and damage. And I was wondering, is it random for which character you get, or is it random for what role you get? Because if it's like a 33% chance of each role, and then, like, say, for example, you roll a 3-sided die, right? 1 is tank, 2 is damage, 3 is support. Is that how it works? So if you roll a 3-sided die, you get 3, so you get support. Then it randomizes the support you get. Is that how it works? Or is it every character? I'm sorry, Mayo. I am recording a video right now. Sorry, mayonnaise. Is it like that? Because if it's, how many characters do we have now? What is it? 3, 6, 9, 18. Oh boy. How many ever we have? So if it's rolled on a die that has a number for every character, obviously the healers are going to get the least amount because it's the hardest ones to get because there's only 8 of them when every other role has more than that. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. I have no idea though. But this is huge though. I will actually enjoy Mystery Heroes now slightly more. The new maximum roll limit can be changed in custom games under settings modes, all random hero roll limit per team. This setting only functions when the respawn as random hero setting is enabled. Great. Overwatch credits are back. Overwatch credits, which were previously labeled legacy credits, were not earnable in Overwatch 2. They can now once again be earned through progressing in the Season 3 Battle Pass. All players can earn up to 1,500 credits as free rewards, and another 500 credits are available as premium rewards in the Season 3 Battle Pass. So about that, like I said, like I'm not trying to make this about me because it's not, but I have over 61,000 legacy credits. I have every obtainable skin in the game. All the Overwatch 1 skins, I have every single one. So what does this mean for me? Like, do I get anything out of this? What can I use the legacy credits on besides new characters? Which I can do that. With Ramatra, I did make a video about this. But I did buy, like, Wandering Monk. I think, well, one of them was the Twitch drop. The one that wasn't the Twitch drop, I bought all of these with the legacy credits because you could do that. Including construction. I bought this with legacy credits. Same with whichever one wasn't the Twitch drop. I think it was this one wasn't the Twitch drop. I bought these with legacy credits. This is fine. I'm happy I can buy like the base skins with legacy credits, but I wish you could just use the legacy credits on the item shop too, you know? Like I'm not trying to sound greedy or anything just because I have a lot of legacy credits, but it kind of tells me that, like, I don't know. I have 61,000. What am I going to do with them? There's no way I'm going to be able to hit 0 on that unless they add new base skins that we can just buy with the credits. I have no idea. But for everyone that does not collect skins, which is the majority of people, a lot of people don't have everything, this will be good. If you're a newer player, you will be able to unlock, like, Asylum Sigma is like one of my favorite skins. And this is a base skin, right? You can just buy this with 1900. Oh, actually, it's not 1900 anymore. They do mention here, credits can be spent in the hero gallery, which now contains nearly all seasonal epic and legendary tier skins released prior to the launch of Overwatch 2. This includes many skins that were previously only available for purchase with coins in the just for you section. I guess they don't mention it here, but they said that the legendary skins are now 1,500 each and not 1,900 each. So you can get Sigma, the Asylum Sigma, the best Sigma skin besides the one that we're getting, I think, in the Battle Pass, the Beekeeper one. That one's probably going to be my new main, but cool. Happy that we have that. Does it affect me? I don't think it does. But for the majority of people, it does, which is good. Pressing ability 1 or 2 when the ping wheel is open when these abilities are on cooldown now prints these cooldowns in chat. I think this is good. For example, if Baptiste's immortality field is on cooldown and you press the key button to activate the ability while the ping wheel is open, the cooldown for the ability will be printed in the chat. I think that's good. Competitive play. Skill tiers and divisions will adjust every 5 wins or 15 losses and ties. And this was 7 and 20. Now it's 5 and 15. That's good. Players can select the View Competitive Progress button from the competitive menu to view the progress towards receiving a rank update. This is also very huge because I had to take a guessing game on, like, when was I going to get my next rank, right? Workshop Editor is back, which is great. We've added new menu options when reporting a player. Our goal is to give players more ways to report inappropriate behavior so that we can take action in a timely manner. As a result, you can select the category and subcategory that best explain why you are reporting the players of or their custom content, which is inappropriate communication, name, cheating, sabotage, inappropriate custom content. So very cool here too. That'll be fun. Hero updates. Maximum ultimate charge retained when swapping heroes reduced from 30 to 25. I honestly think they should just get rid of this completely. This is a nice nerf to every character in general, but I do think they should just get rid of this. I don't like this. I don't know. Part of the patch we're tuning, there was a tuning pass for how often ultimate abilities are being generated, so expect to see several ultimate cost adjustments. Okay. The tank roll passive. The health totals for all tank heroes will be lower when playing any game mode that does not have a roll queue. Health totals will remain the same for tanks when playing any roll queue enabled game. Man, I don't know how I feel about this. As an open queue player, I really do not know how I feel about this. Because the reason why people play open queue is because of, like, the goats and stuff like that, where it's constant chaos and there's insane health pools, right? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. We'll go over it. We'll go over it. But, I mean, if we take a look at the leaderboards here, right, you'll see, like, it's always tanks or healers. There is, like, not a single DPS in sight. You'll find maybe one person doing DPS because they were, well, I Quaked was playing Junkrat a little bit. But you can see here there's barely, this guy was playing DPS too. But there's barely any DPS here. It's mostly tanks and supports, tanks and supports. Hey, look, there's me. Tanks and support. I hit GM5, by the way. And then, yeah, You barely see any DPS in open queue, and then that's just for CTF. I didn't even go over normal open queue. Oops. If we take a look at that, tanks and supports, tanks and supports, tanks and supports. That is no longer going to be the case anymore, which I find to be interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, because the reason why I also played open queue was because I hated Sojourn and I hate Widowmaker. I don't like playing up against one-shot characters all that much. So open queue was a great way to escape that, because even when we had Roadhog, it didn't feel as bad to have Roadhog in this sort of mode, because, I don't know, you already had a lot of tanks anyway. So I didn't know how I felt about this. I still don't know how I feel about this, but let's just go over this in case you guys don't know. Diva's mech base health is the same at 350, but now it's 200 in open queue. Or in open queue, yeah. Doomfist is 450, but in open queue it's 300. Junker Queen actually got her health increased from 425 to 450, but now it's 300 in open queue. Orissa's base health was 275, now it's 125. Base health, not armor. Also, Orisa did get a nerf to her fusion driver. Her damage fall-off range reduced from 25 to 15. That is a pretty big nerf. She'll definitely not be that strong anymore with like her damage. It'll still be pretty decent because she's got a lot of utility that's still very strong. But they did nerf her damage. That is pretty good. Ram, 450 in open queue. It's 300. I think that Ram will still be really good in open queue though, because I don't know. Because remember, he gets his health back up when he uses his left shift. Annihilation, damaging enemies with the ultimate now slows the duration timer down instead of pausing it. Lasts up to 20 seconds. I still think this is really high. I don't know how I feel about this change either, because I don't think it's going to do a ton, but we'll have to see. Ultimate cost increased by 12%, meaning it takes longer to get the ult by 12%. I think that's fine, especially in open queue. He got his ult so fast. He's still going to get his ult fast anyway, but yeah. I'm really curious to know what the meta will be like for open queue now, considering 3 tank, 2 support will probably not be. It probably will actually still be the meta, honestly, but we'll have to wait and see. Base health for Reinhardt is 325. Now it's 175 in open queue. This also includes like deathmatch and stuff like that, just to let you guys know. Anything that isn't a role queue mode, which is actually quite a few. Just something to point out. Charge cooldown reduced from 8 to 7. That's honestly kind of a big buff, honestly. In my opinion, that's kind of a decent buff there. Fire strike damage increased from 90 to 100. Thanks, Flats, for this one. This is a no-brainer. He's so limited on his range anyway that increasing his fire strike damage to 100 just seemed like a no-brainer. Like, if you can hit a squishy twice, you should get the kill. So I think that's pretty good. Earthshatter, direct damage reduced from 250 to 170. That's a nerf. Probably a good one, though, because I was tired of just getting one-shotted by the ult like that. It was really annoying. Knockdown duration increased from 2.5 to 2.75, so that's a buff. And then ultimate cost increased by 7%, meaning it takes a little bit more to get the ult, which is fine because Reinhardt always got his ult pretty fast anyway. And then people are confused on this. Knockback impulse reduced from 10 to 6. People think this is like a nerf. I think this is a buff, personally, just because it just makes sense to me, honestly, that like the reason why it's kind of like the Roadhog hook change where the meters was 3, now it's 4 meters when you hook someone. It helps environmental eliminations. With this, it makes it so you're hitting the character more consistently and you're not jumbling them around as much. So it's kind of like a hit or miss change. I think it's overall a buff though. Roadhog base health was 700, now it's 550 in open queue. I think Hog will still be really good, though. And then his ult. Max duration increased from 6 to 8 seconds. That is honestly huge. This is a really big change. We'll see how he does with that. And then his ultimate cost increased by 8%, meaning it takes a little bit longer to get his ultimate. Sigma base health is 350 in all modes, except open queue it's 200. Gravitic Flux increased by 7%. Meaning it takes a little bit longer for you to get grab. I thought it took a little bit to get it, so it'll be a bit slower now. Winston's base health was 350, now it's 200 in open queue. Health reduced from 700 to 650. Small nerf. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. This isn't really going to affect him at all. I think if they made it like 500, then that would affect him, but this probably won't do much. Wrecking Ball got a whole lot of changes here. Base health and roll queue was reduced from 600 to 4. Oh, wait. Let me reiterate this. Base health in roll queue modes reduced from 600 to 450. So he lost 150 health in normal modes. But now he has 150 shield health, which regens. That's a buff. That is a buff. Okay. This and this should be next to each other. And then this in the middle just kind of throws people off. But the base health in non-roll queue modes is reduced from 600 to 300. But he will have 450 because he does have shield. So that's huge. Regenerable health for a Wrecking Ball is huge. He needs health a lot. So that's already a huge buff. Then Pile Driver reduced cooldown from 10 to 8. That's huge. That's really, really huge, actually. And then ultimate cost increased by 9%. He got his ult a little bit too fast, in my opinion, so I'm glad they're nerfing that. But arming time reduced from 1.5 to 1 second, meaning that the mines are 1 second instead of 1.5. So you got to get out there even faster. So overall buffs. Zarya base health is 250. Now it's 100. But remember, this doesn't include her shield. Grav ultimate cost increased by 8%. It was already really hard to get Grav. It took a while, but now they increased it. Again, they're just trying to make ult a little bit harder to get. So I get it. So we got damage here. Let's see here. Cassidy combat roll now goes through enemies. This is a weird one to me because, I don't know, we're not used to there being no collision with characters, but now you have that with this. I mean, with enemies at least. Now it's going to be weird with enemies though, but now you can just roll through them. Peacekeeper primary fire fall off range increased from 20 to 25 just means he does more damage further away. That's a buff. Junkrat concussion mine maximum damage reduced from 120 to 100. Honestly, I love Trash Mouse, but it's obvious to me that he was just way too strong with this, so I'm glad they are nerfing it. Sometimes you gotta just accept the fact that your character is a little bit too strong. We'll get to that, by the way. Blizzard ultimate cost reduced by 5%, meaning she'll actually get her ult faster. May already got her ult kind of quick. Pharah ultimate cost reduced by 5%. Again, getting it faster. Reaper, Death Blossom reduced by 8%. Again, I didn't think his ult was slow to get, but now it'll be even faster. Soldier 76, number of shots to reach maximum recoil increased from 4 to 6. That's huge. And then recoil reduced by 12%. Soldier is nuts now, probably. Sombra Machine Pistol damage per projectile is increased from 7 to 7.5. Not too much of a change there, but it's still something to look into. And then health pack hack duration increased from 30 to 45 seconds. I thought it was still 60 seconds, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I mean, it's something. Symmetra ultimate cost increased by 10%, meaning it takes a little bit longer for Symmetra to get her ult. She got her ult way too fast, so I'm happy with that. Torbjorn's turret is now 225 health instead of 250. Was it needed? Yeah, probably. You need to focus his turret. If you don't, you essentially just lose. Because it's what they say here. It's like a sixth player. It really is. It's just like insane. Widowmaker base health reduced from 200 to 175. Good. With her one-shot capability in the game, she needs to be a glass cannon. She has to have lower health. She just has to. Anna, my main. Biotic Grenade, effect duration reduced from 4 to 3.5. I'm fine with this. I thought nade was too dependent anyway. It has been pretty dependent, but making it 4 seconds just felt like overkill because you essentially won the fight if you landed it perfectly, which it wasn't very hard to do. It's not a skill shot or anything. It's just you throw it, you know, that's it. So I'm happy with this nerf. I think this is fine. It'll put her back in line a little bit because I don't want to see my characters overpowered. I want every character to be somewhat balanced. Brig, her repair pack, the thing that you throw on your teammates, healing over time reduced from 55 to 50. That's a nerf, but they apply a repair pack now. Instantly heals for 25 health on impact, so that is actually a buff. They nerfed this, but they buffed this to add a instant heal for 25 on impact. So that's kind of big. And then Rally, ultimate cost reduced by 10%, meaning she will get her ult faster, which I think that's probably for the best. If we want Brig to be reliable or like somewhat usable, then these are good changes. Lucio Sound Barrier, ultimate cost reduced by 7%. I thought he got his ult kind of slowly, sort of. So that's good. Now, Mercy. Okay. So a lot of things with Mercy. In case you guys do not know, my most played character is Mercy. Mercy and I have a lot of history. I've used Mercy a ton. I love playing Mercy. Recently, Ana has just been my new main squeeze just because I think she's just way more fun to play and actually has more value than Mercy. But a lot of controversy with the Mercy community with this. And let's go over it. So cooldown increase from Guardian Angel 1.5 to 2.5. This is brutal. This is really brutal. So she's not going to be as mobile. And then holding the backwards directional input and canceling the ability with jump now moves 20% slower. That's also kind of big. She's just going to be way easier to hit. If you want to know what I think that they should have done, I don't like either one of these changes. What I would have done is made it so when she's in her ult, Valkyrie, just make her speed slower with that, right? And maybe like, I don't know, 20% slower. I want to say like maybe like 10% slower. Like 20 seems a little bit much. And then this, it's tough. It's tough. Healing per second reduced. I've always wanted to just be 60, flat 60. Now it's 45 instead of 55, but the healing is increased by 50%. So this is actually a buff for allies under half health. So you're essentially doing like 67 healing a second if you're healing enemies or allies, that are under half health. So that is a buff, but only for people under half health. That is going to be really weird for me to like see. I don't know. On paper, it sounds really weird. We'll have to just wait and see. Her regeneration passive was removed. Now she has something called Sympathetic Recovery, which heals herself for 25% of healing done with the staff. I actually like this because it does actually make you want to heal instead of only damage boosting your DPS. I think this is actually a pretty decent change. I'm trying to see if there was anything here. Yeah, but this is like a lot of people are really pissed off about the Mercy changes because Mercy has a really dedicated fan base. Listen, I'm a Mercy main too. I used to be like a really big Mercy player. And I have to admit that like she was too good. She is too easy of a character. And I think that she needed to be nerfed a bit. If this is too much, they'll revert it. It's no big deal. But I think that Mercy, for how easy of a character she is, she gets too much value. Now, the thing is that I'm confused by is that they didn't address her damage boost and they didn't address her res. I would have made it so like maybe her damage boost instead of 30%, it's 20. And then her res, I mean, you could have increased the cooldown on that. You could have made it longer to cast. You could have done stuff like that because that's what everyone was really complaining about. But with this, it's like, let's not even focus on that. Let's just do all this now. Like, this just doesn't make sense to me. This I understand a little bit. This is going to suck to do, though. The cooldown increase, that is going to not flow well. And then again with this, I don't know how I feel about this exactly. We'll have to wait and see. This overall seems like a nerf to her character, but we'll have to wait and see how it works out. Moira I can never say it. Colonescence? There you go. Ultimate cost reduced by 5%. I thought she got her ult fast enough anyway. Why are we making it faster? No idea. She's fun to play and she's super easy to play, but I think they need to like not give her so much leeway. Zenyatta, did they nerf Orb of Discord? No, they increased his ammo count to 25 instead of 20. He was already strong. In my opinion, he was already strong. Why are we giving him buffs? No idea. I love Zen, but again, I just think he's too strong. So map pools, this is the last season for map pools, by the way, which is cool. Coliseum Morning, that's new. Havana Night, that's new. Circuit Royal Morning, new. That'll be pretty cool to see. We have a new map, Antarctic Peninsula. And then we also have where is it? They didn't even show it here. They brought back Numbani. So Numbani is back in the game for the first time for Overwatch 2, so that'll be cool. Then we have a whole bunch of just like basic fixes here that I'm not going to go into. Really nothing too crazy here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Yeah, just a lot of bug fixes. So that's good. And yeah, there's even more. Like, we're not even done yet. We actually have this to cover too. So, Season 3 begins on February 7th. New map. So, we already talked about the new map. Now, we have the new Kiriko skin. We already know about this too. Season 3 will improve on our first two by offering even more rewards just for logging in and playing. So, what is it going to be, like a mobile game? You can look forward to 10 additional tiers of rewards on the free track, as well as 1,500 credits to earn and spend as you please in the hero gallery. We've added 500 credits to the premium track. Nearly all epic and legendary event hero skins from the original Overwatch 300 total have been added to the hero gallery and will always be available for purchase with either Overwatch coins or credits. We've also... Wait. We've added 300 new skins? Or just... It must be different for me because I own everything, so like maybe I don't see what everyone else sees though. We've also lowered the price of those legendary skins from 1,900 credits to 1,500. It's something. 1,000 I think is fine, but it is what it is. We'll be offering four earnable skins outside of the Battle Pass through in-game events and granting players a heaping helping of other earnable and free cosmetics this season. These include a gold medal weapon charm for logging in at any point between February 7th and February 20th to celebrate the World Cup festivities, a Cupid Hanzo player icon for logging in, an earnable legendary Overwatch 2 skin later in the season from our IP collaboration. We'll also be granting all players the first 5 free tiers in the Battle Pass just for logging in during our first week. So 5 free tiers right there. Tune in for Twitch drops throughout the season to support our streaming community and claim more of the fun cosmetics we've got in the chamber. In March, you can look forward to returning Patchy Marchy event, which includes even more rewards. Okay, so we have Loverwatch, Dating Sim, an Ultimate Valentine's event. Our Ultimate Valentine event kicks off on Valentine's Day this year with a Hanzo 4v4 limited time mode and support themed challenges that can net you 2 earnable epic skins among other rewards. In another first for Overwatch 2, don't miss out on the Loverwatch Dating Simulator, which launches on February 13th. Loverwatch is non-canon text-based dating sim where players will choose between 2 potential dating paths, Mercy or Genji. Players will be presented with dialogue options to interact with that hero and will be assisted by Cupid, who suspiciously looks like Hanzo. Unlock the secret ending and you will be rewarded with a themed play the game highlight intro. Oh my god, I love this. Loverwatch will be accessible at loverwatch.gg and available on web client only. The experience will be playable until the 20th of February. The full playthrough lasts roughly 30 minutes. Expect that as a video on the channel where I play through that. We actually have a One Punch Man collaboration. We're excited to announce that we've been working with Japanese anime One Punch Man on our first ever major IP collaboration for Overwatch 2 to bring One Punch Man skins and cosmetics to the game this season. Together, we've created a collection of cosmetics from the beloved anime, including a Satima, I'm sorry about mispronouncing names, skin for Doomfist. We'll reveal each item before they drop on March 7th, with one being a legendary skin that's earnable via theme challenges. So besides LEGO, this is the second collaboration with another IP for Overwatch. This is huge. I think it makes sense too. Like, have the collabs make sense. Having Doomfist as a character from One Punch Man makes total sense. So this is cool. Very cool. Patch and Marchy returns on March 21st. It's back with a new limited time Kill Confirmed game mode. If you don't know what Kill Confirmed is, this is like a Call of Duty mode. When you kill someone or eliminate someone, they drop like dog tags, and then you only get the point if you pick up the tag. So this like prevents camping and stuff. And tons of rewards, including an epic skin, 6 Patchy Marchy player icons, a weapon charm, and a name card. Claim the Patchy Marchy Roadhog player icon just by logging in during the event, which is the dates right here. Complete theme challenges to earn an epic Patchy Marchy Roadhog skin before the event ends on April 4th. So this is cool, but unfortunately for me, again, I'm not trying to make this about me, but I actually, where is it? I already have this. This is such a good skin, by the way, so I'm happy that other people are going to be able to get this skin. It's honestly like really good. You know what? I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put that on. It is legitimately really good. Okay. Balanced matchmaking and quality of life changes. We already know about this. We already read all this. Health totals for all tanks will be lowered, which again I don't know how I feel about that. We already went over that. We already went over that. We already went over that. The matchmaker will be updated so that roles on both teams will be similarly ranked. Mirroring tanks should more often have similar ranks than before, and likewise for each respective role. This is huge because if you had the better tank on your team, you essentially won. So this is huge, 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 huge. Your competitive rank will update with every 5. We already know about that. Beginning with our mid-season patch, top 500 leaderboard players will see their top 500 leaderboard rank update after every match rather than every 5 wins or 15 losses. In Season 4, we'll be removing rank resets and rank decay, which is good. All 36 countries participating in the Overwatch World Cup have been announced. Ooh. Sweet. We got them all right here. Very cool. You can follow them on Twitter. Upcoming World Cup trials, the Wildcard Challenge, which will qualify in additional teams, and the Season 3 leaderboard challenges. More on it will be shared throughout the year. Seems pretty interesting. Anything for cosmetics. I mean, I think there's cosmetics involved with this, so I'll be huge for that. Workshop, already went over that. Streamer mode, we already went over that. And then this is what the this is what we were talking about in the beginning. Like, look at this. Can I like, yeah. Can I like zoom in on this? I don't know if I can. I guess not. So look, you could change the colors of like all of these. Like, this is so cool. And you can actually like see the preview, which is huge again, because like you never know, like sometimes you might change something and you don't know how it looks until you like back out of all the menus. Now you could just see it from here. That's huge. Good job. That's honestly really big. Look, like this is just really cool. This is just really neat. I don't know how I'm going to customize my colors, but we'll have to wait and see on what I actually do for that. So that's it. That's everything with this. Now, once again, I'm just going to reiterate some things that I have small, very, 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 very small concerns about. But once again, the titles do not get mentioned. I don't think it was necessary to mention it in a blog post because this seems like a thing that no one cares about besides maybe me and other people that buy stuff in the game. These are still unobtainable. Hopefully they do mention this, or like they just fix it for when the update goes live. We have no idea how that's going to work. Also, I'm a little confused with what we're doing with the titles here because, so with these titles here, right? I don't know if we get more than one, because if we do, I think we do, because I'm going to be getting Grandmaster Flag Bearer because I am GM and Capture the Flag. I should also get top 500 Flag Bearer because I'm top 500 and Capture the Flag. And then what? Do I also get the top 500 Challenger? Do I also get just the Grandmaster Challenger? Like, I don't know how that's going to work, how many I'm going to have at once. It's that whole situation seems interesting, but also I should be unlocking an icon that I've never had before. I'm curious to know if I'll see it here. Yeah, this one, the top 500. I wonder if I will get this. I've never had top 500 in anything before, except now. Oh yeah, and these icons too. Hopefully we get updates on those too. So that's it for the video. This update's gonna be huge. I'm super excited to play it all day today, and that's what I gotta say about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know with a like, comment down below what you think about everything with the video. I will be uploading the Battle Pass overview and all of that as soon as it drops. So have a good one, everyone. See ya.